Hi, and welcome to Symbols of the Waite-Smith Tarot, Four of Cups. In our system, the number 4 means order, stability, completion, and reason, while cups stand for emotions, feelings, the subconscious, and spirituality. If we take a look at the Waite-Smith Tarot, Four of Cups, we see a male figure sitting on an incline underneath a tree. We see 4 golden chalices, 3 on the ground before him. We see 1 golden chalice and a hand emerging from a cloud at his eye level, and we see a green landscape and a blue sky. Some traditional meanings of the Waite-Smith Tarot Four of Cups are dissatisfaction, boredom, isolation, apathy, contemplation, and disillusionment. First, let's look at the pose of the figure on our card. We see that he is seated with his arms and legs crossed, and he is looking downwards. The crossed arms and legs can symbolize being closed off, drawing into oneself, or being self-contained. We can ask the question as to whether he is in contemplation, rumination, or meditation, or rather if he is sulking or pouting in a depressed posture. This pose can also represent a refusal. He is seated on a hill, representing having removed himself from an experience or having distanced himself between himself and something, or trying to have a higher vantage point. The hill can signify a sense of having accomplished something or having risen to the top. The greenness of the landscape can represent fertility and growth, or also immaturity. We can see that he is seated under a tree, which is a symbol of growth, strength, and stability. A tree can provide shelter, and with its roots in the ground and branches in the sky, a tree can serve as a representation of the connection between heaven and earth and our ability to connect spiritually. The figure's downward glance expresses a sense of inward reflection and disconnection from the material world. The figure's position at the base of the tree can show that he is getting in touch with the root of an issue or getting back to his roots. Now let's turn our attention to the figure's clothing. We see that he is wearing a red shirt and shoes, a green and brown cover garment, and blue leggings. The red shirt can symbolize will and passion. Here it is partially covered or suppressed by the green and brown vest. Green is the color of newness, freshness, youth, but also inexperience and immaturity. The brown details are showing a muddiness and a lack of clarity, while the saturated blue leggings can show a coolness and an indifference or having the blues. The red of the shoes can symbolize will and passion, and here as shoes they serve as the foundation of our being or what holds us up. In the Waite-Smith Tarot Four of Cups, there are 3 golden chalices some distance in front of our figure, symbolizing the things that brought pleasure in the past or things from which he is distancing himself. Next, we see a hand emerging from a cloud holding a 4th chalice at eye level to our figure. This expresses the notion of an offering, a gift, or something being handed to him. The cloud and the hand let us know that this is a gift from the Spirit, something ephemeral, and indeed we could call it the hand of God. That this offering is at eye level indicates that it involves or will affect the mind and the mental state and is asking him to open his eyes. In another reading of this symbolism, this cup can also represent an inspiration, a new idea, a new opportunity, or an imagination. If we look way to the back of the picture, we see a gray mountain. The mountain represents a goal, success, or enlightenment. That it is gray denotes wisdom and equal vision. The mountain being off in the distance suggests either that it is not easily attained or that it is within sight. And lastly, we have a light blue sky, suggesting lightness, lucidity of mind, and spirituality. So those are just some of the symbols of the Waite-Smith Tarot Four of Cups. I hope you will join me next time for the Five of Cups.